Better late than never for a stream. Today we're going to look at the usual garbage from Dr. Dino, Kent Hovind, inmate 0645-2017. Just this is what we do. Oh man, those moments of self-awareness of like this isn't a highlight of my day. This is just what I do when I get bored. And since I'm going to go to sleep early today, I thought might as well wrap up by taking a look at this 20-minute video from El Hovindo. Before I get going, I'm going to do the preamble, a different bit of the preamble ahead of time, if that makes sense. That makes no sense. What I'm trying to say is I just want to mention that there's links down in the description to all kinds of stuff that I do. So if you end up liking the video, if you're new here or something, you like the video, you want to check out other stuff I do, you may or may not enjoy that. But anyway, enough with the worst preamble since last year. Let's start with the Hovind. And yes, he's still streaming to YouTube, because of course he is. Oh, look, you can actually watch the live chat replay. They've re-enabled that. Good for them.
And the crew at Dinosaur Adventureland. Supposed to cough before the 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Good evening, folks. Ken Hovind here in the crew at Dinosaur Adventureland in Lenox, Alabama. Beautiful day today, not too hot. Fine.
Hovind coughing up a lung. And no, it hasn't been that hot recently. It's been sub 90 for once.
Loved it. It is August the 4th, 2025. Tonight we'll be in Proverbs chapter 9. Come to the free banquet wisdom has provided. Solomon giving advice to his sons about how to seek wisdom instead of fools, okay? By the way, we have 151 subscribers on Facebook. Would all of you...
They're followers on Facebook. They follow or like your page. I forget whether it's set up as a personal page or I think it's set up as a page to like. Doesn't really matter, but I don't know. I just feel particular about, oh, it's a subscriber here and it's a this here and it's a that here. Which really annoys me in that on Twitch, you follow somebody and then if you pay, you're a subscriber. But with YouTube, it's just a subscriber. That bit always bugged me, but I got used to it.
Who have Facebook, contact all of your followers and say, look, would you sign up? We'd like to get 200,000 people.
For what reason, Kent? Just because? Isn't that prideful? I thought pride was bad, Hovind.
We put a lot of time and energy and money into the ministry. We want to reach people. It's change lives for the Lord. Let's see, we're also on Rumble, getting close to 10,000 there. And what else? Twitter or X, whatever that is. One more to be 1,400. Come on, sign up. Just sign up for all of them, okay? And
Oh, trust me, Kent. I'm sure everyone who would at all be interested in watching you is on X since elongated muskrat. Although maybe since he had a falling out with Big Daddy Trump, maybe everyone's done deleted their accounts too. I don't know. It's been almost a year since I've left that cesspool, and I couldn't be happier, honestly.
App, KentHovind.tv. Our Instagram, we're on there, getting close to 3,000.
And you're secretly on YouTube again, even though you act like you're not.
And a bunch, push iOS or Apple or one of those and join up, okay? It's free. Be sure to like the channel, like the program, share, comment. It does something for Al Gore, I guess. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, he's got a rhythm.
God, you can't even deliver your own joke right. And Joseph's just sitting there licking ass. Yo, sir. This Mr. Hovind. Fuck you, Joseph.
Going. Okay. Algorithm. Yeah. Anyway, tonight.
It's not funny. Get better material.
Proverbs chapter 9, August the 4th. Coming up in a couple of weeks is our Creation Boot Camp 2025. If you want to come down for that, better book a cabin soon. It might already be too late, but book a cabin if you want to stay or stay in one of our...
If you're watching this, it's too late. I love when AJ, one of his young Hovind raps, the thumbnail says, if the IRS is reading this, it's too late. And I know that's got to be a parody of some rap artist album or song that I'm not familiar with because I'm, freaking lame. But it's fucking hilarious.
Camping spots, we got plenty of those. There's a boot camp coming up the last 3 days of this month. You can help us stay open for free. Join our 777 Club. Go to drdino.com. I want to help you guys stay open. I want to donate $1 a day. Keep you going.
See, my problem with Twitter was that it was fundamentally impossible for assholes to not find me and just ruin my fucking day. And so after the election, I finally just said, fuck it, I'm done. I'm not putting up with another 4 years of the shit I dealt with just on the political spectrum, let alone the already toxic as hell gaming and tech spheres on there. So I'm just done. It's better for my mental sanity. I got rid of YouTube years ago. Same for Twitter. YouTube asked my ID, get rid of that platform too. Facebook, yeah. Had to read it like Hovind. Yeah, Facebook I'm still on, but I barely use it. But some of the atheist community wanted to connect after the Ark Encounter protest, and so I obliged. So some people in the community know my power word. Dun dun dun.
We've had so many visitors come and lives changed. This place is, I'm a little prejudiced, brother, but it really is
Biased. Fuck's sake, Kent. The word is biased. It's not prejudiced. Learn what those words mean.
amazing watching the way God has pulled it all together with all volunteers and donations. It's amazing.
Yes, that God didn't supply and other people did, almost as if your magic sky buddy doesn't exist.
They don't charge anything, never have. DrDino.com, I think we're up to 40,000 visitors now. They just keep coming and coming. Okay, get our video seminar series. That's by far the world's bestseller.
That is a wonderful gift to oneself. From Chris from Wreck-It Talk says, my birthday is on the first day of Creation Boot Camp. My present to myself will not be going. Or will be not going. And your present to yourself will not be going to Creationist Boot Camp. So, it's grammatically correct both ways. Facebook 4 is logging into Pokemon Go. That's another reason I've got a lot of accounts linked to Facebook, and it's just like, I don't need to nuke it. Hey, Justin, how's it going?
$50 for the whole thing, 18 hours.
And apparently my browser decided to kill the video. That was awesome. Like, literally the tab just straight closed on me. Give me a second. Hang on. Let me share the Hovind again. I can't even be mad. Goddamn Google Chrome doesn't even want to deal with this ass clown anymore. We're just gonna jump ahead of his bullshit. I normally don't do this. Okay, we're gonna stop at Krabby. Let's see if he's got any new pictures of Krabby.
PC or something more current.
Oh, hang on. He made a terrible joke.
Proof of alien origins. Have you seen that? Look at that. It's proof we came from aliens. Look, you can see.
Kent Hovind's doing a meme, everyone.
How about this one? Do electricians listen to AC/DC or something more current? People send me stuff all the time. There's the crab.
In translation, I find random shit on the internet that's old as hell. It's as old as me.
Josh, you went up there and helped hold the pieces down here. There it is going together. Praise God.
That's the same fucking picture. Show a recent picture from inside. All these little snapshots from a distant. You're not going to show how every single piece is being held together and how you have completely ruined any structural stability that thing had.
One more piece and the tail to go on. Praise God. There we are today. Are you bored? You want to help on a project that'll change lives? Come help.
Oh, yeah, Kent. I get bored a lot after accomplishing all the shit I do every day. And by that I mean Jack Diddley crap half the time, but the other half of the day is pretty productive. The point is, when I get bored, I mock you. Also, I forgot to put it back to full screen after the window closed on itself.
Finish Krabby and finish the Noah's Ark. There's Josh. Josh want to give you some business.
Yeah, you just hit me. He'll say finish the Noah's Ark, but when he talks about the Grand Canyon, he'll go with Grand Canyon. Which I know technically that is its name, but it sounds so weird to say. No one calls it that. It's just fucking weird, man.
Brother, contact Josh Williams, 316 at gmail.com. He's in southern Louisiana. What city?
With a terribly formatted phone number.
What city do you? What? Bocalusa. Okay. Anywhere near there, call him. Say, I want you to do my job. He loves the Lord. He's donated, 2.5 weeks here now for this one? almost a month.
Technically speaking, deleting your Facebook account is cutting back. It's cutting back completely. I approve of that.
Yeah, to help us get Krabby done. And so please make it up to him. Okay, he's worth it. He works hard all day long. You can trust him. There's the inside
Yes, you can trust anyone who works hard all day long. Hardworking people have never scammed people, never ruined everybody.
of Krabby. We got to put, if you can do fiberglass work
Oh,
or
so that's the inside of Krabby. Okay, actually, I think you did show this picture previously, but still, I mean, are those support beams actually going to be able to come down, or are they just permanent?
paint or now.
Because it didn't look like that in the original photos. Also, congratulations. Nearly a quarter of your sermon today is just going to be you talking about the same shit over and over.
It down here and together is a major project. Now, making it look like a horseshoe crab is next. Okay, we have all kinds of stuff to do here. 17 lakes and ponds on our property. Come on down. Groundskeeper Sam, you need help. You can't keep 140 acres up, I don't think. Our Noah's Ark is coming together really good. Come down and help us with that. Let the
Make a dust boy name him Adam. Yeah, it ain't worth it. No, they're probably just going to sit there and slob on God's knob all the time and just brag about how great he is and tell each other the same platitudes they always do.
wife relax and the kids play in our dinosaur adventureland while we put you to work, get a hammer. Okay. Let's see. David started with a group of people. They came to David.
Maria says the only thing that was lost losing contact with people, and some family members are pissed at her even though they don't like her. Isn't that the dilemma? People get pissed at you in your family when they don't even like you, but you do something to like limit contact, and they get even more pissed. I call that abuse, abusive behavior, anyway. My mom did recently tell me some woman I don't think I've ever met, the daughter of a friend of hers, asked her to ask me to accept her friend request for some reason. And people are wild with Facebook. Kent still thinks thinks it's a crab. Yeah, Kent thinks Krabby is actually a crab.
Everybody was in distress, in debt, or discontented.
Oh, the crew at DAL.
What a way to build an army. Bunch of social rejects. We'll take you. If you love the Lord, you want to work, come on down, okay? And did you know?
If you're desperate, you can work for free. Oh, here we go. The atheist mate think this was designed, but this wasn't. His backwards ass idiot shit. I almost said a word, but I didn't say it. I'm getting better about that, but God, I want to say it.
They believe the robotic arm was intelligently designed, but the real harm was not. Came from nothing. Look, guys, there's no kind way to tell you. You're fools if you believe in evolution. Just plain fools. Okay.
Good point on Rio Grande River.
August, I did that already. I did. Here we go. Okay. If you want to come be one of the speakers, it's too late, but we can advertise your stuff here.
Oh, for the whole month of June, Kent bragged about how it was being donated to them, but they had to go up and get it, which coincided with the Ark Encounter protest. Kent mysteriously went to go get it, yet simultaneously was streaming from DAL the Sunday morning when you'd imagine everyone else should have been out. Like they went up like a Thursday/Friday, grabbed it, and then came on back. Then supposedly had his goon Joseph go back up to Kentucky. He didn't. The photo that was sent, supposedly Joseph took in the protest, was somebody else taking it, but had to have been, wasn't fucking Joseph. But yeah, apparently we weren't worth coming to visit, but going and getting that crab a few days early sure was. It's led to rumors that Kent is currently not allowed to leave the state of Alabama, which wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, the crab was free.
Okay, we go. Home.
You know, start a massive scam and people send you free shit. Really sucks being an honest, hardworking person and not getting things just handed to me. Which is funny, given that Kent would be one of the first in line complaining about people getting free handouts while he gets free handouts.
388. Proverbs chapter 9. Son.
True, otaku, but I mean, that same shit over and over isn't the minutes of every one of their meetings. It's usually the fucking sermon. I've actually never willingly tuned into anyone's preaching, but generally when I see this stuff, it usually just immediately starts with, whatever the hell they're going to cover for their Bible study, not all the current Kent Hovind minutes.
In this chapter, wisdom is like a woman calling out to people to come eat at a banquet she prepared. Hey, come on, I prepared a banquet. It's free. Come in. Son, there are some foolish women out there also calling people to join her. Be wise, son. Be careful. How many of you ever met one of the foolish women out there in the world? There's plenty of them, okay? Here we go.
Hi, Dave. Just now got to this message.
Proverbs chapter 9. Wisdom hath builded her house. She hath hewn out her 7 pillars. She hath killed her beasts. She hath mingled her wine, and she hath furnished her table. She hath sent forth her maidens. She crieth at the highest places of the city. They're out there saying, hey, please come. Wisdom did a lot of work to get ready for this banquet. She wants all to come eat. It's free, for free.
I'm amazed he doesn't immediately go into join our 777 club.
The Bible talks about the marriage supper of the Lamb having a banquet. The kingdom of heaven is like a certain king which made a
Okay, who's marrying a lamb? What?
marriage for his son. And he said, come to the marriage. Go ye therefore into the highways, and many as you find, bid them to the marriage. God wants everybody up there. Heaven is the same way as is Proverbs 9 woman. God wants everybody to come. He prepared a great feast for all who want to come. It's free. Anybody.
Yes, let us all start cults and get free things. Then we can have little petty conflicts over whose cult is better. It'll be like professional wrestling where really we're all friends, but we put on theatrics of everyone hating the other cult. And then things get too serious and people actually break out into a fight and we all got to group together and sing Kumbaya. And then we all determine that that's lame and then just walk away. And all our cult members just are confused. And we just drive off into the sunset. And that's the entire anime directed by Quentin Tarantino. Starring Goku. Get in the robot Shinji? I don't know.
Come. God's not willing that any should perish. In Revelation chapter 19, he said, let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come. His wife hath made herself ready. I'll have to confess, I do not understand what all that's about. I've read it for, 56 years now. Understand more than I did, but I'm still just...
Well, it looks like someone's getting married to a lamb, and whoever is the woman in the relationship is, their body is ready. I think anyone can understand that, Kent. I think I understand that pretty well. Jesus is fucking a goat.
I just trust God's going to work it out right. The church becomes the bride of Christ. To her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white.
I mean, seriously, Revelations reads like a goddamn acid trip.
For the fine linen is the righteousness of saints. And he's going to put his righteousness on our account. On account of, we don't have very much, okay? And he saith unto me, right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he saith unto me, these are the true sayings of God. The marriage supper of the Lamb. Yeah. Going to be a really big marriage up there. That's all on my videotape. Whoa, what on earth is about to happen? And the...
Your videotape, Kent. Was the Woe series ever on VHS? I think that was a post-prison creation.
Book and all the stuff.
You know what wasn't intelligently designed? All of this shit on Kent's desk. Nothing he wrote was intelligently designed. Hey-oh!
The book, the chart, the video series about the future according to the Bible. Okay, there we go. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. As for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, come eat. This want, that's an old English word. If he that wanteth understanding, wanteth, you have a deficiency. You're deficient in something. It's lacking, okay? Old English, 1828 Webster's Dictionary is perfect to get all the King James word meanings, okay? Wanteth, used in the Bible a bunch of times, 7 times there. There they are. Many in the book of Proverbs. Whoso is simple, for him that wanteth understanding. If you're lacking understanding, call on this woman. Whoso is simple, let him turn in. Him that wanteth understanding, she saith, come eat of my bread and drink of the wine.
You notice he's bringing up the, watch my February 1st video slightly less. Maybe he got an actual letter from the White House that said, leave us the fuck alone.
I've mingled. Forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. Wisdom is crying out, stop hanging around the fools. They're going to ruin your life. Son, she's telling you you need to get rid of the stupid friends who waste their days and seek wisdom instead. What did you accomplish today? What did your friends accomplish? Some people, they look back at the end of the day, they played, let's see, video games for 5 hours and watched TV for 2 more hours and laid around on the couch. And
Yep, and the people who created those games, they got paid for their efforts, mainly with the initial purchase. Um, they might have had fun experiences with friends, since you can do that kind of stuff, Kent. If you have friends, you can play games with them. And watching TV, ooh boy, all that advertising revenue and all that viewer share. Not that actually watching TV, they really get live feedback on the stuff unless you're a Nielsen house, but with streaming services, which is generally how most people consume media at this stage versus traditional over-the-air TV, they do know. It's again people who provide products and services and who make this entertainment are getting paid. Should we not enable people to work, Kent? What if that's what people are talented with, is the creation of entertainment media? Kent seems to have a real big problem with the idea of being entertained.
and played with the ball. Yeah, don't forget to play with the ball. Right.
That's because all the football people got more chicks than him, and he's pissed.
That reproveth a scorner getteth himself shame. He that rebuketh a wise man getteth himself a blot. Some people don't want you to rebuke them. They're going to get mad at you. You can't give them advice. They don't want to hear it. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, he will love thee. Scorner found in the Bible 11 times. Okay?
Kill found in the Bible over 200 times.
Found in there a bunch of times too. Mostly in the book of Proverbs, okay? Almost all of them for scorner. Scorner, one who scorns, a contemner, a despiser.
Hey, I'm not just a guy on YouTube. I'm some jerk on the internet. Okay, I'm just a guy on YouTube.
They are great scorners of death. Scornful found in the Bible 3 times. I know some people that are scornful. You just look at them. They just hate the idea of God telling them what to do.
No, they just don't accept the claims that the deity exists. And the more idiots like you try to push this deity on us, and it's always your particular interpretation, it's never some cohesive idea. It's always something special to each individual trying to proselytize to you. Eventually we get fucking tired of it.
Don't you, Aaron? It's interesting. He believes there's a Satan, and he worships.
No, he literally doesn't. As explained in explicit detail by every single well, the two primary, I should say, quote-unquote satanic theologies, if you want to even call them that, are fundamentally atheistic. It's symbolic of rebellion, of enlightenment, of moving beyond your Bronze Age bullshit. And people tell you this, and you don't understand it at all. Because you cannot think of a world without things being, one, and so completely literal, and two, so very black and white, that the idea of something just being, a symbol is an illusion to you.
Satan, but he doesn't believe there's a God. Strange, right? Or he's God. I'm sorry, Aaron Ra, the Egyptian god. Penn Jillette claims he's an atheist. Alex
Kent Hovind claims he's a Christian. How does that make you feel, Kent?
O'Connor, by the way, I'll debate any of you guys anytime.
There we go. The debate anybody.
Half the time for you, half the time for me.
As long as you suck my ass, you can. I'll debate you.
No interrupting. We shut off your mic. It's my turn to talk.
Yeah, no, we're not going to play that game. I was thinking today that one of the things I would do if I ever did debate, Kent, is I would open with something along the lines of stressing that this is not a debate. This is just an exhibition. Following that by, this is also not a place of honor. Insofar as the idea of being in a situation where I'm directly interacting with this clown. And yes, that line is pulled directly from one of the you could call it a poetic verse, I guess. That could be intended to be used for nuclear waste disposal sites. Hopefully, translated into future languages so that people would understand this is not a place you need to be. Danger is here, and just always love that saying of this is not a place of honor. It's slightly different in the actual text, but yeah.
Well, my mic, it's your turn. One topic at a time. So bring it on, all of you. All three together, okay? The unholy trinity. But scorn used in the...
Oh, so you'll go after Matt Dillahunty, Seth Andrews, and Aaron Ra at the same time? I would pay top dollar to see that. And I mean the top dollar in the stack of cash that I don't have. I'd get $1 to be able to pay. And it would be the top dollar because it's the only dollar.
Bible 16 times scorners, scorners, scorneth, scorn, anyway, used in the Bible. But that's cool. Website, KingJamesBibleDictionary.com. If you want to get more on that. He that reproveth a scorner getteth to himself shame. He that rebuketh a wise man getteth himself a blot. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, he will love thee. Son, fools hate to be corrected.
Interesting one from Maria. The church is to Jesus as a bride is to the husband. John refers to Jesus as the lamb. I can't believe Kent doesn't know John refers to Jesus as the lamb over and over again. Of course, Kent doesn't know. He doesn't actually understand the Bible. Well, I mean, no one does. It's a load of crap. But he doesn't even begin to understand it to the degree he thinks he does. Less prominent theologians, he ain't a theologian, less prominent shysters in the arena understand that book better than Kent does.
But when someone rebukes you or give you advice, if you're wise, you'll love him. See, the same sun that melts the butter hardens the clay.
Yep, he's admitting Aaron Ra is a real deity. And Kent, it's heat and actually realistically just be airflow. I mean, you leave butter sitting out, it'll kind of coagulate in a weird mess, but you leave clay sitting out, it will dry naturally. Doesn't need to be, indirect sun. Also, you're going to quote from Billy Graham. What a fuckface.
You've got to decide, son. How do you react? Either give instruction to a wise man, he'll get wiser. How do you react when people try to correct you? If somebody tries to correct you, do you get hard?
Yeah, Otaku, that's exactly it. Hence my counter of Kent claims to be a Christian. I'm gonna use that against him if I ever do interact with him. Which honestly, more and more, I'm slowly thinking I might just give in and very tacitly set up something to where Kent thinks it's a debate, but it actually isn't. Because again, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to stress that it's not a debate. It's simply an exhibition of incompetence, of idiocy. And it's just going to be one hell of a thing if I can actually pull it off. I probably won't be able to successfully, but if I could, whew.
Hard like the clay or get soft like the butter. Say thank. It's up to you. It's up to you. Okay. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is
Oh no, he did update his slides. They're white green now.
Understanding. That's the beginning. The fear of the Lord, the beginning of wisdom, the beginning of knowledge, the beginning of wisdom. See, you atheists haven't even started on the road to wisdom. Haven't you started? You may have a lot of facts in your head. You might have a high IQ, but you've not even started. Atheists haven't begun on the road to wisdom or to knowledge. Ignore them, son. They're fools. The Bible says they're fools, clearly.
Yep. Say it with me, everyone. Magic Book of Bullshit says that people who don't believe Magic Book of Bullshit are fools. In other news, water makes things wet.
Psalm 14 and Psalm 53. The fear of the Lord is the beginning.
Book of Chris 4-21-927. You're stupid.
By me, For by me,
I don't know if I ever write the Book of Chris, it's gonna have the most convoluted ass like structuring scheme ever, just because.
to me, well, by the wisdom. By me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. If thou be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself. If thou
If any consolation, my work day was a little crap as well. Probably not as bad as yours is. Sorry, Dion. I'm sure a lot of us are in the trenches there with you, Laura.
scornest, thou alone shalt bear it. A foolish woman is clamorous. Now he told her about the wise woman, got a banquet, wants you to come in. The fools also want you to come in, son.
Yep. Always the nuh-uh. And then the claim of ad hom if he can get away with trying it. And Joe, you didn't miss much. It's a bit of a low energy stream from me. Just Hovind being stupid. Nothing out of the ordinary.
She is simple, knoweth nothing. Clamorous, speaking and repeating loud words, noisy, vociferous, loud, turbulent. A foolish woman is clamorous. Clamorous, making a clamor or
He's like one slide behind. Also, vociferous. That is an awesome fucking word. What does that exactly mean? Vociferous, especially of a person or speech. Vehement or clamorous. Thank you. That doesn't help. I hate when words will use synonyms as part of the definition, and then when you turn around and look at that word, it goes back. It becomes kind of circular. It's not quite using a word to define itself, but it almost, it's like a 1 degree of separation from that.
outcry, noisy, vociferous, loud, resounding. Son, when you see a bunch of girls talking, it's usually the one who is the loudest that you don't want. Just get a bunch of girls together, watch them talk. The one that's the loudest has to be the center of attention.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Kent is truly the greatest at ignoring atheists. Except, as you point out, if they're Simon Dan or Aaron Ra or AJ or Emma Thorne.
That's probably the one you don't want, son. Whoso is simple, turn in hither. As for him that wanteth understanding,
Laura, if you hook me up with the right credentials, I can probably take over the phone system. Seize the means of production. I'll do it. No, I won't. I'm not skilled enough. But if I find my way into something I like to explore, just saying.
she saith, stolen waters are sweet.
That reminds me, I still need to let some friends know about Kent Hovind's thing and see if they can, his phone system. Let me know what they can figure out about it. They can do some pretty cool exploring of things and discover stuff that may be fun and all just publicly accessible. Test lines, etc. You never know.
The kind of girls that say, oh, hey, we can do something that's wrong, premarital sex or whatever, and it's sweet. And bread eaten in secret.
What if you never intend to marry? That question gets asked a few times. I always forget about it, but now I remember it. Is it still premarital sex if you never intend to marry?
Secret is pleasant. She wants to sneak around the rules.
It's kind of like, are you dead before you're alive?
You don't want that kind, son. He knoweth not that the dead are there, and that her guests are in the depths of hell. Son, go eat at the free banquet wisdom provided. Avoid evil and foolish women, son. That's the advice of Proverbs chapter 9. Short one tonight. Okay? Any questions or comments there, Joseph?
Boy, Laura, with the way you're describing things, sounds like, there's some employees who actually care about trying to do a decent job, and upper management's total dicks. And again, it all relies on that phone system. It'd be a shame if something happened.
Supporter can't wait for the crab to be visible on Google Maps satellite view. Probably will, won't it?
Probably will.
Yeah, Kent, if you can look straight up from Krabby and see the sky, guess what? It'll be there.
Yeah. We need somebody good with
Yeah.
fiberglass to come tomorrow. Okay, for red
Kent, that has absolutely nothing to do with the object's visibility from orbit. That's not how stuff works. The satellites don't wait till you're ready to take your picture. This isn't mommy and daddy, okay?
start doing most of the joints and the stuff, the bolts we had to put through.
Ooh. I got some friends who'll do some joints. Oh. Sorry, I get excited for my friends for a minute. You damn tease, Kent.
We need somebody with carpentry skills to finish the inside. We're going to build some rooms in there. And then the ark, mostly just carpentry. It's simple stuff. It just a lot of it.
Wow. They're going to turn crabby into rooms. So here's what they're doing then. Is I thought they might make it into a nice little gazebo or something like it originally was. They're going to turn it into rooms. Translation, they wanted to build more cabins, and this afforded them an opportunity to do it slightly on the cheap. Wow. More cabins. It's just what everybody needs.
Okay, but thank you. Come on down, Matthew. Okay, let's see. What do you think of the flood caused the
Rock, you missed a whole lot of nothing.
mountains? And if general says the water was over the mountain. Well, Genesis says there were mountains before the flood, probably, but during the flood, the crust of the earth broke up like an eggshell, and it is still broken up like an eggshell. So the crust of the earth has fault lines all over the place. I cover this on video number 6 of my series. That's where the fountains of the deep broke open. The water came gushing out. So during the first part of the flood, especially.
Kent doesn't know fuck all about women, just like he doesn't know. He knows fuck all about women, just like he knows fuck all about geography. I've been watching stuff on like high energy physics and stuff recently, and I'm like, oh, God, I so want to get into a discussion about like stellar nucleosynthesis with Kent and just the physics of everything. And I just want to corner him with being like, now, Kent, math is correct, right? You wouldn't argue that 2 + 2 is 4. And he's like, no, I wouldn't argue that. Okay, Kent, so you're telling me that all the complicated math that goes into the mass and energy ratings of stars, how things would actually behave at the core, this understood math from understanding all we need to know is the mass of hydrogen, basically, and we can piece things together. So you're telling me that math is wrong. But math is never wrong, Kent. So what is it? And once again, watch him cry conspiracy. And I'm going to point that out every single time. It's like, oh, yes, another cry of conspiracy.
Plates of the earth were very movable, okay? Water rushing all over the place. And then whatever the pre-flood mountains were may have sunk down. We'll get the video when we get to heaven. But the earth is covered in water. Now, we don't know that the earth is covered with water for a year. We know Noah was in the ark for a year. That's the only clue we have. Parts of the earth might have only been underwater for 2 weeks. How long does it take to drown?
Hey, I'm not talking about anything. There's nothing here. Nothing going on. Yeah, it's actually funny though with phone systems because I have had people in the community try to fuck with my systems regularly. It's like a challenge to them. Ironically, the actual line to mess around with stuff that I set up, they never discovered. So, go figure.
Somebody. How long can you swim? Yeah. Okay. So I think we get the mistaken idea that the world was turbulent everywhere all.
So, talking about like quitting jobs when the Nintendo Wii or World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King came out, this is nowhere near the same, but I had a fun time when I worked at Walmart when Dissidia 012 Duodecium, it's always got to have that crazy title, on the PSP released. I was actually on an overnight shift, and so at midnight exact, we happened to go to lunch, so I went, bought it, was playing that Joker, at like 12:05. Oh, that was pretty cool.
Time now. Part of it might have been calm. I bet there's storms going on right now someplace. Doesn't affect us at all, does it? I bet there's earthquakes going on right now. I don't feel nothing. So it's a big world, and it's round, okay? But I think during the flood, the mountains were, the continent, the plates were flexing up and down. At the end of the flood, Psalm 104, the mountains lifted up, the valleys sank down, and the water rushed off. And that's why we have almost all the mountain ranges follow the coastline.
They don't want to. That's just the option presented. Kent's going to be like, hey, you want to sleep in our giant crab? We got the world's largest horseshoe crab. You can sleep in our giant crab. Come sleep in our giant crab. Come to DAL, Dinosaur Adventureland, where there's no fucking dinosaurs, and you can sleep in a giant horseshoe crab because fuck you, that's why.
Rocky Mountains follow the North Pacific. Appalachian Mountains follow the North Atlantic. Andes Mountains follow the South Pacific. I think there's a connection there. We'll have to see when we get to heaven. Watch the video. Okay, any more, Joseph? Sending love to you. You're all doing good. Thank you. Appreciate that, Sergio. Is that the Sergio that was here? Oh, yeah. Sergio.
Oh, so Sergio is no longer here. So that means Sergio will never contact me to set up a debate. That explains why I still haven't gotten contacted in, my God, it is just shy of a year, actually. Debate countdown. Y'all, this is where we're at. 11 months, 28 days. Holy crap, that means I've been doing Hovind content for a year. Holy shit. I'm sorry, I need a minute. I've been doing this for a year now. Holy crap. Oh, I have no life. Alright, back to finishing up with this clown's video.
Buenos tardes, amigo. ¿Cómo está? I almost talked to him in Russian. Okay. Did they find him a wife yet?
What is this fucking obsession you have with people finding wives, Kent? That shit's creepy too.
That's going to be a royal challenge. Sergio, God bless you, brother. Okay. Question for Doc. If it really is post-trib, pre-wrath, that means Titus 2:13 is not true?
Yeah, and if you missed that, it was Austin Sims who popped it up in the chat of the debate that he had with that Kent had with Joe, the Kentucky atheist. He did a video going over that. It was a quick midnight live stream, and the internet was against us for that stream. I say us as in all of us communally for that, but he still got the details across pretty well, and I understood, and I'm an idiot.
Like a Titus 2:13. Okay, all the books that start with a T are together.
I'll take crab jail. It's better than dealing with Hovind.
If you read your Bible, 1st, 2nd Thessalonians, 1st, 2nd Timothy, and then Titus.
Yeah, I'll just I'll somehow sneak one of the Jeeps in there and pre-stash it, and then what I'll do is I'll hot glue everything together, and I'll build Killdozer, but with Krabby, and just go on a rampage at DAL, and then realize this was a terrible idea because fiberglass is not good enough to knock down buildings. But for those few seconds before I hit the first building, it's going to be great. You see this giant fiberglass crab just hauling ass down DAL's road. What the fuck, dude?
Titus 2:13, looking for the blessed hope and the glorious appearing of the great God and our Savior. It doesn't mean it's not true. I'm still looking for that. We're going to have to go through some things before we get there. That's all. That would have nothing to do with pre-trib or post-trib. Okay? Sorry. For the evenings, excellent.
So actually, the Google Earth imagery will usually show a particular date. If you're looking at Google Earth Pro, the standalone application, will show the imagery date on the screen somewhere.
Message, genuine blessing from the heart, from start to finish. Well, thank you, Brad. Appreciate that. Spread it around. All we ask is that just share it with everybody. How can you help someone who justifies sin and claiming to be a believer and getting a baptism? Clearly promoting and justify sin. Well, Tyler, all of us are sinners, and if you think you've overcome all the sin in your life, you're now a hypocrite. One of the biggest sins of all. Yeah, but these people that think I haven't sinned in 5 days or 5 years, you're right.
I've never sinned because sin is not a real thing. Nor have any of you out there. And I mean that. Because that's some trauma that hangs with you, because that's the initial piece of damage with religiosity. There is no sin. You have not sinned. You've committed no magical crimes against some all-powerful deity that are somehow deserving of permanent punishment. There is nothing that some weirdo needed to sacrifice a version of himself to himself for, but still create a conditional requirement for accepting of this for something that was already supposed to be, just a given when it happened.
There's two kinds of sin: sins of commission and sins of omission. You can commit
Okay, I stand corrected. There's one sin, the sin of being Kent Hovind.
a sin, you do something wrong. Omission is where you don't do something right you're supposed to be doing. Like telling your boy, hey, shut off the TV, shut off the video game, and get your homework done. You come back an hour later, he's still playing video games.
That's not a sin. That's just called loose parenting.
You say, son, you're going to get a spanking or whatever the punishment is. I didn't do anything wrong. Correct. You also didn't do what I told you to do right. Jesus told us, go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. How you doing on that one? You may not be
Every creature? Should I tell the cats about Jesus? Do I need to get in touch with the turtles? The couple of mice who were stashed away at equipment at work, or structures at work that we were ripping up for the remodel. Should I preach to them too?
committing any sin, but you're committing the sin of omission. Okay? So just, if you think you haven't sinned, stay away from me. Like the preacher and the deacon were down praying at the altar one time, The preacher stood up and...
The preacher and the deacon were down at the thing, No, we don't know, Kent. This is one of those stories. Priest, a rabbi, and a sheik walk into a bar.
Out the back of the church as fast as he could. Somebody said, preacher, where are you going? He said, I got to get out of here. He said, why? He said, the deacon was down there praying. Yeah? He was praying, Lord, just give me what I deserve. He said, I don't want to be anywhere close when that happened. I don't want what I deserve. Do you? Like my nephew Chad said, you want a fair trial or you want forgiveness? I need forgiveness, okay? He's a pastor in Ohio. Okay, Chad, let's see. Dr. Kent, hope you and the crew are doing well. My question is, if we took a milk that you and your chimp milked from a special cow, would it restore evolutionist brain disease? Jump, frog, jump.
The actual fuck? This is the intelligence of people you attract, Kent. Dr. Kent, I hope you and the crew are doing well. My question, if we took a milk that you and Mr. Chimp milked from a special cow, would it restore evolutionistic brain disease? Size, jump frog jump. What the fuck, Kent? You attract the most intelligent people, Mr. Hovind.
It's a good question. I don't think it would work. I think the brain is... The heart is the problem with the atheist, not the brain, okay? The heart's the problem.
No, unless there's something I don't know about. My heart's working pretty fine. In fact, it's about the only part of me that still works well.
Okay, that's it. Tomorrow night, Proverbs chapter 10. And come help us finish Krabby, especially if you like to paint. The thing's huge, 67 feet long.
No one's ever told that to Kent.
We got to get a bunch of fiberglass work. It got kind of beat up on the trip down here, okay? How many times that thing been taken apart? Did you find out? Just 6 times. Taken apart, moved, put back together. Hopefully this is the last one. Now, if you got somebody you'd like to name it after, Krabby, Joe, you come down, help us with fiberglass it, and consider you naming it after your mother-in-law or whatever you...
Good point, Zoomy. Me too. Me too.
choose there. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Did you know that Sin was once the greatest blitzball player in all of Xanarkand? It's a totally accurate statement, too. Up yours, Kent. Okay, he's gone. And apparently YouTube wanted me to watch a clip from Chewed Gum after Hovind, so yeah. Confess my sins to Pope Simon Dan, very good. Lisa the Rainbow Giraffe, leaf be upon you all. Ending song is badass, oh yeah. Hypocrite. Deconstruction of indoctrination. I learned sin was not a thing. Yep. That's a great moment. All Canadians have a sin number that we keep on a card we have in our wallets. So, okay, seriously, that number, it's the equivalent of a social security number. I forget exactly what it social identification number or something. So you're supposed to keep that in your wallets because in America you should not keep your social in your wallet for obvious security reasons. You're also not supposed to laminate the card. And yet, of course, I was dumb and kept it in my wallet for a while till I learned you weren't supposed to because everyone said, yeah, keep it in there. And then actually I had to teach my ex that. And I'm like, hun, if they get a hold of that, they have your entire identity. Think about that. They can do everything. Just going to catch up on a few more of your Browning Adventureland. Drown in Adventureland. Sorry, I got kick-ass military-grade weaponry on my mind, clearly. Browning Adventureland. Now, that'd be cool. But yeah, Drowning Adventureland. DAL for short. Drowning Adventureland is more accurate. Jesus didn't command Kent to preach the gospel. Oh, man. I'm glad it's almost the end of the night because I'm freaking tired. That's why this was a bit of a low energy stream. I'm just, yeah, just bloody tired. I'm just catching up on everyone's thing. By ending song, I mean Jack's song. Yeah. I think it was titled Otherworld. I'm not sure. It's the same one that plays at the beginning when Xanderkin gets destroyed by sin in the dream. No, Brock, because after this, I'm going to catch up on the dailies on Guild Wars, then go to sleep. Joe, not necessarily. I mean, I don't think my mic is that great at all. It's a cheap Logitech headset. Getting a debatably better mic can always improve quality, but it can also pick up other odd sounds in the environment. You know, could sound just weird. You just don't know. I mean, it's perfectly adequate for what you need it for at the moment. If you're going for something more, if you want to get into doing more video work, you might want to go for something better. I'm just working with what I got now just because. Well, that was Jack, not Sin. Sin was just a manifestation of Jack's fleeting will. Yeah, but at that point, Jack and Sin, yeah, it gets complicated. That's why Final Fantasy X is actually pretty cool. That's the last Final Fantasy I really cared about. I know 12 is supposed to be good, and the others are, yeah. And I do have Type 0 for the Xbox. Played a little bit of it. Need to get back to it at some point. One of these decades. But, yeah. Actually, I need to replay Final Fantasy X. Seen with two ends as a porn star. Yep. We shouldn't carry it on us, but we all do. Okay, so it's just like here in America where it just kind of happens. Love CinemaSins. Videos are wonderful. They are funny. So tomorrow's the 6th. Yes, Deviant. I know. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I don't think I can seriously do a coherent stream talking about the bombing of Hiroshima. I don't know if I can actually do it. Just know it is Jack's song. And it's already for her. It's already 6, but for you, the stream she's bugging to do, it's tomorrow. I know. Brock, I can only do so much. Type 0 is okay. Talking about Final Fantasy X, yeah. His favorite flavor is splooge. His second and third favorites also splooge. Good point, Jimbo Slice. Final Fantasy VI was the best. Yeah, it's definitely a favorite. 5, 6, 7, and 8 are my jam. That's the sweet spot for me. I can play any of those and be very, very happy. OCD and can't stand missing numbers. So the most FF1 the most Final Fantasy I plan to get up to through 10 on Switch since I can't get 11 of 1 and 7 so far. Currently playing 4. God, it shouldn't be that hard to read this stuff. 12 was kind of forgettable, kind of like an FF15 right now. I mean, I've heard the new ones are actually pretty good. 12, I heard the Gambit system was really cool because it was like FF11's engine, but you let the other characters sort of do their own thing, and that was supposed to be pretty cool. Novel for the time. 6, new season of Wednesday is out. 1 through 10 are the best. There's the binge, the new King of the Hill yesterday. 4, 5, 6, and 7 are sweet spot. I really am partial to Final Fantasy 8 as well. I know a lot of people don't like it. I really do enjoy it. It's got its flaws, but I do enjoy it a lot. And yeah, I'm working my way through new King of the Hill. But that being said, and I could sit here all night and talk to everybody, but I'm gonna hop off here and begin getting ready for my night. Um, much love as always, everybody. Um,